3 stories broke in the last week that are seemingly unrelated but totally related, all helping to paint a picture of what the dystopian hellscape looks like for artists.
Okay, hear me out on this. I think AI music actually could be good for musicians in the long run. So the CEO who engineered all the crappy royalty payouts for musicians is now taking the money that, in my opinion, he stole from musicians in the form of equity and using that to invest in the Terminator right now. So I'm not upset that that is getting filled up with music from fake bands that don't exist. Because I think the idea that AI music is going to be competitive with real musicians is ridiculous. You can't go see them play. There's nothing to connect to. It's just media generation. That's it. There's no bigger thing to be part of. So why is this good? Well, I think it's pissing off musicians, and rightfully so, enough that they're saying, I'm packing up my bags. I'm just going to put my stuff out somewhere else. This is a good thing. So where I disagree with the original video is I don't think it has to be a dystopian hellscape. It's 2025. Like, we have options. Moving a file from one computer to another or streaming from one computer to another device is not a big deal to do anymore. We have options. We just need to exercise them. And I think the AI scariness might be the push that people need to actually do this. Musicians have this relationship with Spotify and streaming and all this. It's comparable to like a toxic ex or something, where in hindsight, once you do break up with them and get out of the abusive relationship, you're going to look back and you're going to think, man, how did I ever tolerate that for so long? And when I bring this up with people, I get a lot of condescending attitude where people kind of say like, oh, you sweet summer child, Mr. Cute Little Bass Computer, you don't know how it really works. You need to be on the Terminator app or you're going to be irrelevant. People won't know who you are. You won't be able to get booked at shows. You'll be nuking your whole chances of success. Yeah, you are going to be taking an uphill battle and making the grade on that a little bit steeper. I'm not saying this is going to make your life easier in the short term, but also pushing against stupid status quo bullshit that doesn't make any sense is kind of what musicians do. We have a long history of saying something about this kind of fucking nonsense, and we need to do so right now. But then you get the next litany of excuses, which is like, oh, nobody wants to download files, we can't go back to the old days. Stop right there. The correct place to get music is from a musician, not from the Terminator app. So if people like what you do, and you have a way of getting it to them that makes sense for everybody, I think you need to give them a little bit more credit. Like, they'll come along with you on that ride. So anyway, I could go on, but I'm running out of time. But what I will say is to just think outside the box with these kinds of things, because at any given time, there's some nonsense in the popular narrative about any of this stuff that just people seem to buy into. And if you sit and really think about it, it doesn't make a ton of sense. So until next time, I'll see you later and get back to some bass stuff.